Live from the Scott Production Studio at Orbital Broadcast Hub 07, it's your exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the ARC Project mission with your host, Steve Scott.
Woo! Come on, make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, visionaries, pioneers, and my corporate sponsors who keep our lights on, welcome! Now, I know what you're thinking. Steve, you dazzling oracle of information. What must we know before this mission embarks? Is what you're thinking, right? Well, my dear viewers, allow me to shed some light, because tonight's guest is the person to ask. She's brilliant, she's fearless, and she's the one keeping our best and brightest alive out there in the great unknown. So why don't we give her a round of applause? Give a huge welcome to Dr. Hana Nakamura. Doctor, welcome to the show. So how does it feel knowing you got the whole world watching?
It feels like another day at work.
Oh, come on. You don't got any nerves or anything? There's no, wow, Steve, I can't believe I'm here. What a privilege to be in your presence.
I prefer my privileges to be medical licenses, not media appearances.
Of course you do. They love you already, Doc, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Let's set the stethoscope down for a second. Before you were Dr. Nakamura, aerospace, medicine prodigy, you were just Hana. So tell me, tell us, who was she?
She was a student, a daughter, a person who worked hard, same as anyone else.
Sorry, I had to wake up for a second. Doc, come on, that's the safest answer I've ever heard. You grew up in a Gensitech arcology. I mean, that had to be different. Was it all structure and discipline, or, were you sneaking out of corporate housing to cause a little trouble? Details!
There was no sneaking out. Arcologies track movement.
Of course they do. Yeah, nothing says childhood like being one bad quarterly report away from losing your home, right? And yet, here you are. You're leaving all that security behind. Why?
Because stability isn't the same as freedom. And I wanted something more than a controlled outcome.
Wow. Damn. Did you practice that? That's the kind of line that belongs in a documentary.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
You know me too well. All right, fine. Let's talk about the mission. So you're heading into the unknown. You got thousands of people relying on you to make sure they remain healthy on Siren. There's no pressure, right?
Only the pressure we trained for. The medical team has prepared for every known contingency.
You hear that, folks? That's confidence. That's the kind of doctor you want in your corner when the chips are down, quite frankly. So, why don't we get personal again? Clearly, you know what you're doing. Why don't you tell us, what's the one thing you'll miss the most about Earth?
The ocean.
The ocean? Not your family, your friends, just the ocean?
I grew up seeing it through reinforced glass. When I finally stood at the shoreline, it was different. The sound, the movement, the way it didn't care about the world outside of it. I think I'll miss that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Hana, I hear the view from orbit is killer.
Not quite the same.
Of course not. All right, well, folks, there you have it. Dr. Hana Nakamura, the Rock, keeping our best and brightest alive, and the only person I'd trust to stab me in the chest with the needle. Go on, stand up, take a bow. Doctor, it's been an absolute pleasure. And to all of you watching, keep your eyes on the stars, because, ready or not, humanity is making history.